Any progress on that matter we discussed? Ah, Miss Holcomb. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always offering spiritual counsel to those that need it.
Thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. I admit, I've been quite interested to make our outsider's acquaintance.
Okay, I haven't found your book yet.
Please get it.
Okay, well, you seem pretty concerned about that book. Tell me why, of course. But I had something I wanted to ask, or sheesh, I'm working on it. You need to practice your patience. Okay, now I think I needed to ask.
What would you like to discuss?
For her. Oh, there it is. Pravati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
That's all you.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the geothermal plant. Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters. Or cut the power to the deserters. If you can answer quickly, we're in a hurry. Yeah.
I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Yeah, right, great. Can we wrap this up?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Okay, so that's his suggestion on what to do here. All right, just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind. That sounds like I've got it work cut out for me. Thank you for your time, yeah. Let's see that one.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here? I feel like we asked him this question before.
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
I was actually asking what your religion was about. Yeah.
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
How do you talk to this Grand Architect? Prayer, meditation, or what?
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
Pretty weak religion you got there. Follow a preordained plan? Sounds like a lot of fun. Or, so what's your part in all of this besides counseling people? Or finally, doesn't sound like a very motivational religious philosophy. What's there to aspire to?
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything.
I suppose.
The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again.
Right.
Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion.
So this is very like theoretical physics kind of thing. That seems unlikely.
I would love to discuss the finer points of my religion with you. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't.
Dude, don't be a jerk.
Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
Okay, let's leave. Oh, we leveled up. Nice. I get stuck on a chair. Let's see here. What do we get? I feel like probably go deep into ranged here. Maybe put 10 points into it, get up to 40, which would give us handgun critical damage plus 50%, which is really good. My dialogue stuff seems pretty strong at the moment. My stealth stuff could use some work if that's what I want to do, right? Because I want like hack and lockpick. Tech is okay. I need to get that up too. And here we go. Leadership. I'm putting 2 points into leadership. So that gets us 20 into inspiration, which companion abilities. You can order companions to do special attacks. Super freaking sweet. And because we now have her, we can use her special attack, which is really powerful. As you might imagine, we could get this up to 40. We can get all of them up to 40 if we really wanted to. Maybe that's not a bad idea. And we couldn't get our handguns up to 40. That's going to go. I need 9 points for that. So maybe we hold off on the ranged and we put 7 into dialogue. Right, we get that to 40 and then we put 1 into that to get that to 32. So that way I could put 8 points into it next time, get it to 40 and then go from there. Combat dialogue abilities. You have unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Okay. Ooh, companion abilities. You can command your companions to use their special abilities on the enemy you are targeting. Companion 1 ability, companion 2 ability. Wait, does that mean you can have 2 companions? That would be really cool. Okay, we need to find another companion and test that. We got all that. We don't get a perk until level 4. But which one would I pick up? If I can use 2 companions, I might actually pick this one up. It kind of depends on how much damage they're going to be doing. Okay, we're fine. I gotta start massing that kind of stuff out, planning my skill points and my perk points. So, right, what do we have here to do? Side quests. We have collect the fingers. Okay, so those are the bounties. Retrieve the cache of medicine, right? We have search the collector's domicile, which you should be able to select that. And okay, so it's outside somewhere. That's fine. We have fees that we still need to collect, so let's do that one. There's a fee outside apparently, but there's also a fee in here that I totally missed. Who the heck did I miss talking to? I thought I kind of scouted everywhere in this area. Oops. Oh, no, I hit F instead of E. Whoops. My bad. So many buttons. Okay, she's over there. Can I, like, look around in this? Ooh, there's... Oh, those are so cool. I love those lights. Let's steal that stuff because nobody's looking. Ooh. Okay, use this terminal. Terminal access. Company notifications. From the office of Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator, symptoms of the infection have now reached critical mass. I have instructed our staff to transform the old domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and as spacers, we are expected to face up to reality. And the reality is that we don't carry enough medicine to treat all of you. Medical treatment is a privilege, not a right. We must strive every day to demonstrate our worthiness of that privilege. If you find yourself suffering the symptoms of incipient plague, the best thing you can do for yourself and your family is to don your jumpers and come to work. Work fortifies the spirit. Physical illness recapitulates spiritual weakness. Right, we kind of see what they're cooking there. Ooh, what was that? Where would that have gone? Is that, oh, I got my kick me sign. Okay, guide to mechanical engineering. Huh, okay. I don't quite know what that's going to be for, but it's nice that we found one. I know that we have picked up like the list of things that we need to pick up for it.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I'm guessing you're the foreman.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
And gravesite fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Okay. You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
What? Okay, I thought you said he was the closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fine. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
The closest relative person to when his body was found. That is really funny. I like that. I just it's clever. Vandalism, huh? Did you have to clean bits of him off the wall or something?
First of all, that's a horrible thing to say. Secondly, yes, we did. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's choice.
Okay. He was a person, not an asset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Okay. I'll let you get back to work. Well then, that was fascinating. I think, closest relative person. That's funny. We're gonna steal that. Is there anything in here? Oh yeah, there is. There's a bunch of stuff in there. In fact, I picked up a one-handed 136 DPS weapon. Is that better for her? Oh, companion ledger. This companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skills, stats, status effects, and gear. To change your companion's gear, first select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. She has a 146. Yeah, hers is better. Okay, that's fine. She's got some okay-ish armor. She hasn't leveled up, so she ain't got no perks. What does she got here? Distance, medium, mixed, aggressive. I think this should be fine for us, so we'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to mess with it just yet. Did I didn't look at this. Foreman, Silas Granger Messages. Welcome, Silas Granger, from R. Thompson. Silas. Owing to your hard work and positive attitude, I have sanctioned your access to medical treatment in the event of contagion. As you know, the company has not provided us with enough medicine to treat every worker. I wish I could treat every member of Spacer's Choice family who fell ill to this plague, but I cannot. Medical privileges are strictly merit-based. Please do not, under any circumstance, distribute your ration of medication to any other worker. We're all in this together. It's ironic. Personal files. Password require. Ooh, I got hack. Yeah, let's bypass it. Password tenderfoot. Password accepted. Personal files. Last entry. Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me not to report his death in our quarterlies. Sounds fair to me. Was asked to prepare a statement or something for the other workers. But thinking about it, don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work, show up, wear a smile, and you'll get your medical privileges too. It's a start. Curious. Companion skills add to your skill checks. Increasing leadership skills, increases bonuses to give. Okay. Right, we got her stuff. Let's go out of town this direction, I think. Because I want to go back down to that little area we missed outside of town. Just like that little port or whatever that was. Have I picked up enough bypass things to eat this? No. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay. We're good. Let's transition. I don't think that, you know, we have anything particularly that we're missing in the town. I think we got everything, honestly. and that's fine. I like kind of clearing areas out as we go. So that feels good. Oh, this guy's like right here. That's convenient. I wanted to look at this.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
Yeah, I wanted to check this entire place out. Let's talk to this guy and get his payment.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What are you babbling about?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising.
Yeah.
When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Okay. Look, Silas sent me. You owe him gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Right. Lie 5. He sure did, and he's asking for a little extra to furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple bits for just such a project.
Heck yeah. If your resistant needs another gun, I'm here for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans mostly, some Spacer's Chaw, few bit carts. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Okay. If I'm going after this mechanical scout, I could use a couple pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Okay, whatever. You're good. Let's steal all of his stuff now. Oh, he's got a workbench. I think everything's pretty good that we have. We have this pristine pistol, which could use a repair. So let's do that real quick. Except all right. What else you got in here? You got bit cartridges. I don't think he's out there. I'm glad that she doesn't seem to mind me stealing everything, which is totally cool. Ooh, I can. Oh crap, he's out there. Well, hold on. Is he coming back this way? Let's see if I can do this. Oh, crap. Okay, I'll have to come back. Go away. He's coming inside. Okay, that's fine. Right, where did I need to go? It's having me go, what the heck, all the way over there. What is that? Oh, I need to turn this into Silas. Okay. All right, let's see where the rest of this stuff is. So this one is up this way. This one is over there. Okay, so those two are pretty close together. That one's way over there. And this one's right over here. Okay, let's go. Where was the Silas one? Right, okay, let's go to Silas first. And then we'll loop around the town and hit up the robot one that he wants us to do. That's fair. You like weird like creatures and whatnot. So if we are able to, so let's talk to Silas, right? Let's turn that in. Then how did I miss these? Whatever. Talk to Silas, turn this in, run all the way over to the other side of the town, do the robots. Then, honestly, I probably should actually go turn that back into the guy.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
I like that they talk to each other.
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
Okay. I'm sorry, Parvati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
All right. Hey, about those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
All done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer.
Nice. 360
That's gonna
XP.
take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you. Persuade 6. These are easy. I have like 40 persuade.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
1,200. My goodness. Spacious choice reputation increased. I was hoping for something more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it.
Oh, 300 bits.
One good turn deserves another.
This is great. You have lost Abernathy's gravesite fees and okay, all the fees. Okay, Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness. Do I want to tell him that? Not particularly, because I'm going to go get Abernathy's medicine. That's good for now. Wow, we got, what, like 500 bits or something like that? We got like 1,500 XP, which doesn't really seem to have moved my bar much now that I look at it. So the XP bar is just underneath that purple bar on the top left. Purple bar is my time dilation bar, and the bar underneath that next to the 3 is my experience bar. Yeah, so I got quite a bit of XP from that, but it did not seem to give me a whole heck of a lot. I was like 1,200 XP. Sounds like a lot of XP. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the whole thing. I play a lot of RPGs, and you tend to. Oh, that thing's alive. Oh goodness. You tend to get a lot less XP at lower levels, but 1,200 sounds like a lot to begin with. Okay, goodness. Ooh, wow, I just like headshot those. Aha. Press X to order your companion to attack. I don't need to do that because she seems to attack on her own. T is quick melee button, huh?
Don't mess with us.
T. Okay, yeah. Okay, I like that. So if they get close, I can knock them back. It's good to know. It's an assistant. Grab the wing. What is this? Ethology log. Patera R mating habits. Kane, Vainacker, Spacer's Choice, Anthologist. Assigned to Terra 2. This week, I decided to study Patera R mating habits. The female Patera Rays leave their nesting area in the morning and return in the afternoon with random objects, typically something shiny or bright. Then they build displays with these objects and perform what I can only describe as a dance for an audience of males. If a male likes what he sees, the two go off and nest together in one of the nearby trees. Gerald, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. Collect my things and meet me at the next site. And don't be late. I expect punctuality from my assistants. Well, is this the assistant? Oh, the assistant's super dead. So, well, I wonder what happened to that guy. The actual guy, not the assistant. Oh, robot. All right. I saw it. I saw the blue thing. Is he angry at me?
But I could fix him up smart.
Oh yeah, you think you can fix him?
Where are we headed?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if she was like had anything. I'll talk to her in a minute. Oh, hello there, robot. I think I have to kill you. Right? No, what's that quest over there? Did it change the quest that I had? Die, robot. Yeah, okay. Well, hi, robot. Get to... No, stop. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that does a lot of damage. Nice. There are 5 types of damage. Physical, plasma, corrosion, shock, and in-ray. Some enemies are vulnerable to blah, blah, blah. Okay. So some enemies are vulnerable, some enemies are resistant. That's what it was trying to tell me. Kind of like, I guess Borderlands is a good example on that one. There's a combat drone. Ooh. Some loot over here. Just like checking everything out. I can go in here. Yeah, someone's a little hut living outside the town. Giving me all this crazy loot that I can sell for money because I'm not going to use any of that. Got my pistol. Which gun am I using currently? I'm using the revolver, which does a significant amount of damage. But we also have that pristine pistol, which is pretty cool. Oh, there's a thing in there. Okay. Oh, okay, whatever. I gotta crouch. It's annoying, but I'll get to it. And give me more junk to sell. The best junk. I guess I can go turn this into that guy, since he's just right down over here. It's like a lava flow or something coming from down that way. I'm really happy with the fact that the companions seem to interact with the NPCs you're talking with. Because, you know, you play Skyrim or Fallout or any of those kind of games that are similar to this one in many respects. And they have like conversations outside of the conversation you're having, but they never really butt in like they do or are involved like you can have them. I like that a lot.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs?
Sure.
Pulled its optic cables out its head case?
Yep.
Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical heart.
Yeah.
Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
Your secret weapon in a lavatory, or you hid your secret weapon in a lavatory.
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
That's amazing. I'll let you know if I find
On the
it.
double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
He hid his secret weapon behind a toilet because robots don't need to use the toilet. That is actually brilliant. As much as you might think that this guy is an idiot and is fighting against an invasion that does not exist, or maybe it does, he is still kind of brilliant because that is amazing. So he said what? Okay, it's right here. It's in the cantina. Yeah, oh, right. Yeah, the toilets were right here, weren't they? Is it literally right there? Huh. Nice. I wonder if you could find that before you pick up this quest. Is it always behind that toilet? Because I went in there and looked for loot, but I definitely didn't see that. But I also didn't look behind the toilet, I don't think. Now I know. If they did it once, they may do it again. Now I have to look behind every damn toilet in this game, and that's mean. Like, why would they do that? Why would they put one thing behind a toilet? So then I feel the need to look for stuff behind every toilet. Yo, dog.
Bring us honor, soldier.
I found your package.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law.
Good
ever want to see
name.
a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Right. Sounds like fun.
Fun? This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Don't worry, I've already got a passcode because I already need to go there. Now I'm overlapping quests, and I love that because that is efficiency.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Okay. Seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Thanks. Right, that's fine. So where does it... it wants us to go all the way over there. Okay, that's quite the distance. What else did we have? We had Fistful of Digits, which is up over this way. And okay, there's that 3 locations. Okay, Long Tomorrow is there. Die Robot is okay. So that's where the geothermal plant is, and the manual is up over here. Maybe we loop this way. I think this way is going to be our way that we want to go. We'll get this first, then we'll head up over this direction. Maybe. Well, yeah. Because what was the other one over there? That was the fistful of digits, right? Yeah, up over there. Yeah, okay, we'll go like that. I think that'll work conveniently. It also means that, oh wait, I should probably put that one on. It also means that we're able to get all of these quests done in, pretty short order and turn them all in at once. And then that's going to give us a huge boost of XP. This is one of my most satisfying, for me, collecting loot and doing this kind of stuff is why I play RPGs. And I'm so freaking excited to be able to do this.